Pecker is?
Nope.
It's a chicken joint over on Savannah Highway.
Well, fine, then. I feel better. I wasn't sure what this email meant, and I was really uncomfortable with the invitation. So I just wanted to find out exactly what that was all about. Thank you very much for the invite. Sorry I missed the show. 6:30 at WEZL. That's not the way to start the week.
Yikes.
I was flipping around the other day, and it was on, there's a Western movie channel that you get with Comcast. It's like Encore Westerns or something. Mm-hmm. And all they do is show Western movies. And they had one on the other day, Matt Dillon, Gunsmoke. He made a couple of like TV movies, like hour-and-a-half long episodes, as he got older. And in this one in particular, he was very old. I mean, it was each scene he was in, he was either sitting on a horse or he was taking 3 or 4 steps into a scene and would just kind of stand there and talk. There wasn't a lot of motion out of Matt in this.
He was that old?
He was. I mean, this was as old as I.
Was it the Gunsmoke character, though?
Yeah, it was exactly the same character, except he was an outlaw being chased down by somebody who misunderstood, and he was having to prove his innocence, and that kind of thing.
So it was made for TV movie type thing.
I think so. Yeah, but in this movie, he had a daughter. She was trying to help him. The daughter and his son-in-law were running interference for him, and the daughter was probably 20, 25 years old. And I'm just thinking, well, now where did I miss him getting married and having a baby? I don't know, because on the TV show when it ended, he and Miss Kitty never hooked up, did they?
Not that I know of, no.
Well, and I don't know that Miss Kitty was his wife. I don't know. I just, all of a sudden in this movie, Matt Dillon had a daughter.
Was Miss Kitty in the movie?
No.
Nowhere in there?
No.
Well, then it probably wasn't Miss Kitty's kid.
Well, I'm just saying that's the only woman that was ever in his life, as far as I know.
Did they explain where Miss Kitty was?
They didn't explain any of that. They didn't explain any of that. He was just on the road, and he was almost like a traveling evangelist. He was spreading the word and trying to bring the peace of the Lord to the West. And
this was Matt Dillon.
Matt Dillon. He wasn't a deputy. I mean, he wasn't a marshal anymore.
So this was after the.
Well after.
So he could have, over the course of the time that it took him to retire to now spreading the word, he could have married and had a kid.
I guess, but I'm just saying.
He was old. You saying.
He was old. I mean, literally, he always had that hobble.
Yeah.
It was very pronounced. I mean, he was like 90 or something. I don't know. But I just never heard in all the legend of Gunsmoke that Matt Dillon got married and had a daughter. And that just I've tried to figure that one out since then, and I haven't found anything online that talks about him getting married or at the end of the show something happened or whatever. I don't have any idea where he found this daughter.
I don't know, because as far as I know, he and Miss Kitty never hooked up, and the way I remember it, he just
maybe it was Festus's child and he just adopted it. Maybe he took it in after Festus died. What do you think?
No. I don't
just a
think
thought.
so.
I don't know. Maybe somebody knows.
Do you think Festus ever had relations?
Well, he might have. It was the West.
So what are you saying, Rick?
It's 6:34 at WEZL.
Now's your chance to win a Chevrolet.